Walk past any building constructed before the 20th century. Examine the walls of your neighborhood school, or look closely at the chimney rising from a nearby house. There's one material you'll encounter again and again: brick. This humble rectangular block has built civilizations, survived centuries, and continues serving as one of construction's most reliable materials. Yet most people never question how these solid blocks come into existence. How does soft, malleable clay transform into the hard, durable bricks that construct our world? What processes turn muddy earth into architectural building blocks capable of lasting thousands of years? Let's uncover the remarkable journey of bricks, right here on Stories Behind Everything. Bricks fundamentally represent one of humanity's oldest manufactured construction materials, dating back over 9,000 years to ancient Mesopotamia. A brick consists primarily of clay, a fine-grained natural soil material that gets shaped and hardened through heat. What makes bricks truly exceptional is their combination of properties: impressive compressive strength, excellent fire resistance, natural thermal mass for temperature regulation, and remarkable durability that allows properly made bricks to last millennia. The manufacturing process transforms raw clay extracted from the earth into uniform blocks of precise dimensions and consistent properties. Brick production begins not in factories, but within the Earth's crust, where clay deposits formed over millions of years through the gradual weathering and decomposition of rock minerals. The finest brick-making clays contain specific proportions of silica, alumina, and water, typically found in sedimentary deposits near riverbanks, lake beds, and ancient floodplains. Major clay extraction operations exist throughout the world, with significant deposits in China, India, the United States, and Europe. Clay composition varies considerably by location. Some clays contain higher iron content, producing red bricks, while others yield buff, cream, or even purple-colored bricks depending on their mineral makeup. Extracting clay for brick production typically employs open-pit mining methods, where layers of topsoil and overburden get stripped away to access clay seams beneath. Once exposed, the clay undergoes extraction using excavators and loaders that transport it to processing facilities. The raw clay often contains stones, roots, and other debris requiring removal before manufacturing can begin. At processing plants, the clay gets crushed, ground, and screened to achieve uniform particle size and remove contaminants. This prepared clay then undergoes aging or weathering, a rest period lasting weeks or months, where the clay sits exposed to weather, allowing natural processes to break down remaining lumps and improve workability. After preparation, the clay requires precise moisture content adjustment before shaping can occur. Manufacturers carefully blend the clay with water to achieve optimal plasticity, typically 20 to 30% moisture content. At this stage, other materials may get incorporated into the clay mixture. Sand reduces shrinkage during drying and firing, while manganese dioxide or iron oxide can be added to modify the final brick color. Some manufacturers incorporate combustible materials like sawdust or coal dust that burn out during firing, creating lighter, more insulating bricks. Converting prepared clay into brick shapes occurs through several different forming methods, with extrusion being the most common in modern production. In the extrusion process, clay gets forced through a die that produces a continuous column of clay with the desired cross-section. This clay column moves along a conveyor where automated wire cutters slice it into individual brick-sized units at precise intervals. The soft, newly formed bricks, called green bricks, possess the correct dimensions but remain quite fragile and contain significant moisture requiring removal before firing. Alternative forming methods include soft mud molding, where clay gets pressed into wooden or metal molds, and dry press molding, which uses clay with lower moisture content compressed under high pressure. Not all bricks serve the same purpose, and manufacturers produce numerous brick varieties tailored to specific applications. Common building bricks form the structural core of walls and buildings, prized for their strength and economy. Facing bricks, with superior appearance and weather resistance, provide attractive exterior surfaces. Refractory bricks, made from special fire-resistant clays, withstand extreme temperatures in furnaces, kilns, and fireplaces, sometimes exceeding 1,500 degrees Celsius. Engineering bricks offer exceptional strength and low water absorption for foundations and underground construction. Paving bricks create durable surfaces for walkways and streets. Perforated bricks contain holes reducing weight and improving insulation, while solid bricks provide maximum strength. Each type undergoes specific manufacturing variations, different clay compositions, firing temperatures, or forming methods to achieve its intended performance characteristics. Once formed, green bricks must undergo careful drying to remove most of their moisture content before entering kilns. Rapid drying causes uneven moisture loss, leading to warping, cracking, and structural defects. Modern brick plants use controlled drying chambers where temperature, humidity, and air circulation get precisely regulated. The drying process typically requires 24 to 48 hours, during which the bricks lose approximately 90% of their water content. Proper drying proves absolutely essential. Inadequately dried bricks can explode in the kiln when residual water rapidly converts to steam under intense heat. The firing stage represents the most critical phase in brick manufacturing, where chemical and physical transformations permanently harden the clay into durable ceramic material. Dried bricks get loaded into kilns, enormous ovens that precisely control temperature throughout the firing cycle. Modern continuous tunnel kilns, often exceeding 100 meters in length, allow bricks to move slowly through different temperature zones on rail cars. As bricks progress through the tunnel, they experience gradually increasing temperatures reaching peak firing temperatures between 900 to 1,200 degrees Celsius, depending on clay composition and desired brick properties. During firing, complex chemical reactions occur within the clay. Initially, any remaining water evaporates. Between 450 to 900 degrees Celsius, organic matter burns off and clay minerals undergo decomposition. At temperatures exceeding 900 degrees Celsius, vitrification begins. Silica and other minerals partially melt and fuse together, creating strong bonds between clay particles. This vitrification process gives fired bricks their characteristic hardness and durability. The peak temperature is maintained for several hours to ensure complete vitrification throughout each brick's interior. Following peak temperature, controlled cooling occurs over 24 to 48 hours to prevent thermal shock. After cooling, fired bricks undergo rigorous quality assessment to ensure they meet required standards for strength, dimensions, and appearance. Samples from each production batch undergo compression testing to verify structural strength, with quality bricks typically withstanding pressures exceeding 10 megapascals. Dimensional accuracy gets checked, since bricks must maintain consistent sizes for proper laying patterns. Visual inspection identifies surface defects, color variations, or firing problems. Water absorption testing verifies that bricks achieved proper vitrification. Underfired bricks absorb excessive water, compromising durability in freeze-thaw conditions. brick manufacturing's environmental impact has received increasing attention as sustainability concerns grow. Clay extraction creates landscape disruption, and kiln operations consume substantial energy, primarily natural gas in modern facilities. However, bricks offer important environmental advantages offsetting production impacts. Their exceptional longevity means brick buildings can last centuries with minimal maintenance, reducing long-term material consumption. Bricks provide excellent thermal mass, helping regulate building temperatures and reducing heating and cooling energy requirements. Understanding brick manufacturing reveals the sophisticated processes connecting geological clay deposits to architectural building blocks. From mining raw clay through preparation, forming, drying, and high-temperature firing, every stage contributes to creating materials meeting exacting performance standards. The simple rectangular blocks supporting structures worldwide represent the culmination of millennia of knowledge refinement. The next time you encounter brick construction, whether ancient Roman ruins or contemporary buildings, remember the extraordinary transformation clay underwent from soft earth to the hardened blocks that quite literally built civilization. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories through Stories Behind Everything.